1927, a series of studies were conducted at the Hawthorne Electric Works, a large facility located in the suburb of Chicago. Led by Elton Mayo from Harvard University, the aim of the studies was to establish the impact of changing working conditions and employment arrangements on the workers' productivity. The studies were concluded in 1932, and the results were virtually the same for every change made at the plant. The workers' productivity would increase, but fall back when a particular study was completed. The results were quite confusing, and the researchers could not arrive at any definitive conclusions. Eventually, what became known as the Hawthorne effect reasoned that the changes in productivity were due to the fact that the workers were being observed and the amount of attention given to the workers by the researchers. The researchers had unknowingly injected themselves into the study and biased the results. However, because the supposed biased results, management at Hawthorne had perpetuated a false idea that things, not people, should be the cause of improving productivity. In reality, the relationships or the connections between the researchers and the workers had more to do with the changes in productivity than any changes in the working conditions or employment arrangements. So nearly a century later, what has changed? Realistically, nothing. Organizations still believe and teach as if effective leadership is entirely technical and based upon individuals' behavior, skills, or techniques. My name is Dale Hudson, and this class has been inspired by my unwavering conviction that the foundation for effective leadership is the quality of the relationships or connections we make while working. My goal, my mission, is to change people's minds and perspective of what it means to be an effective leader and exercise secure leadership that, at the end of the day, makes everyone feel safe, connected, and valued, and perform better. This class will introduce you to the powerful ways your earliest relationships shape your ability to lead, about the thinking, emotions, and behaviors that you bring into the workplace, and how disrupted relationships or disconnects can harm your performance, personal development, and success. But you already know this. A majority of people don't quit their job. They quit on their manager or boss. And I don't always mean quit as leaving the organization. People can quit and still remain working. So where do we start? We start with the basics. We're going to talk about different leadership styles through the lens of attachment theory, what it is, where it comes from, how those styles develop, and the kinds of relationships or connections your attachment style likely fosters. We're going to talk about metrics, how to effectively and reliably measure attachment. And of course, this all revolves around the central theme of attachment-informed leadership, what it is, what it looks like, and how it supports or weakens your effectiveness. If you are engaged in any type of leader or management role, or just aspire to a leadership position, this class is for you. You need only a willingness to learn and grow. As you go back to your organizations, ask yourself 3 things. First, is today's leadership the kind that inspires you? Is your leadership the kind that inspires others, or are you just hoping that it does? And finally, ask yourself, what is standing in the way of my becoming a more effective leader?